Welcome back to the PC Engine Files. I'm your host, Mr. MegaManFan, and today we are looking at Pachio-Kun Juuban Shoubu. It is made by Coconuts Japan. Coconuts Japan is best known for Pachio-Kun Juuban Shoubu. Okay, angry video game nerd references aside, this isn't Hong Kong 97, although you might have more fun playing that game than this one, because what we have here is a pachinko simulator with role-playing game elements. It's actually part of a long-standing series of Pachio-Kun games, so many that I don't think I can count them all, but a short list from Giant Bomb includes Katika, Pachio-Kun Dream Collection, Pachio-Kun Game Gallery, Pachio-Kun FX, Pachio-Kun Special 3, Pachio-Kun Pachinko Land Adventures. I could go on and on and on. Here you get the idea. They've come out on everything. PlayStation, Game Boy, Super Nintendo, TurboGrafx CD. There is a sequel to this that is CD exclusive. And even Famicom got a Pachio-Kun game or two. I've got one of these games for Game Boy, but I've never been able to make much headway in it because it's in Japanese, and also because you just play a pachinko game. And I've got nothing against pachinko. I actually have a pachinko machine that my dad brought back from his time when he was stationed on the USS Kitty Hawk and they had shore leave in Japan, and he brought a pachinko machine home with him. So that's cool. I think it's a fine Japanese arcade game. It's kind of their equivalent of a slot machine in North America, where it's complicated. Like, you play these balls and you either lose all your balls or you win balls, and when you win balls you exchange them for a prize ticket, and then you can exchange the prize ticket for a prize. So it's not technically gambling, it's just kinda sorta gambling. It's like what happens when you go to Dave & Buster's and you play a game where you get prize tickets loaded on your card, and then you can use those prize tickets to go to their Dave & Buster's gift shop and select prizes that you want for a certain number of tickets, like hats, keychains, shot glasses, that sort of thing. So you get how pachinko works, right? If you've never played it before, that's the general idea. But at least at Dave & Buster's, when you're playing some of the coin pusher games, you get some sort of chance to improve your odds by aiming where the coin is going to land, and maybe you can push a pile off if you aim it at just the right spot. Or if you're doing one of the games where you use a crane to pick up a prize, you can practice and maybe get a little better chance of grabbing that prize, although the prongs are very loose and they're not going to hold on to anything very well, so you gotta aim it right dead center or you're getting nothing. It'll just fall back out again. But at least you have the feeling there is some skill involved at these games when you're playing them. Whereas pachinko, the balls just fall. You just shoot them and they fall. You're not shooting them left, you're not shooting them right, you're not shooting them in any sort of way that affects their trajectory or speed. You just shoot them. I guess there's a PC Engine controller that allows you to turn a knob like you would on a real pachinko machine to release the balls, but even that, I don't see how it would affect the chance of winning or losing to any significant degree. Now, with this table, I had this feeling in my head as I was making this video that I was just going to stand here and play it until I either lost all my balls or won all the balls available in the machine. And as it was ticking down under 100, I was fairly convinced the game would end soon and that would be the end of the video. But then I had the unfortunate circumstance of unlocking some kind of bonus round. I hit the right target. Not that I really had any control over that, but somehow I managed to unlock the bonus round, unlock the special score, and the music changed, and suddenly I started hitting targets and winning more balls than I was losing, and my ball count went up, and I just internally groaned like, oh, here we go. This is never going to end now. I'm going to be standing in front of this machine forever, and that's not fun. I guess if you're a hardcore pachinko fan, or you've played some of the other Pachio-Kun games, you can get more out of this. There seems to be some sort of vague plot going on here. The guy that confronted me in the entryway of this pachinko parlor seemed to have some sort of beef with Pachio-Kun. I'm imagining in my head it was something like, you may think you're the pachinko master, but I run this pachinko parlor and you're not beating my machines. And Pachio-Kun's like, oh yeah? We'll just see about that, buddy. I'm going to win them all. I'll beat all these tables and I'll put you out of business. I'm going to bankrupt you. I'm going to have all the balls. Insert any joke you like about balls here, but the point is, there's a plot if you care. And I don't, because I can't get any fun out of this just standing here doing nothing. I can't win, I can't lose, it just goes on and on and on. If you watch the extended uncut footage from this episode later on, you'll see that I eventually discovered how to pull out a magnifying glass and look at parts of the table to see how the pins were set, but again, why that matters, I don't know. You can't choose the pins you're aiming at, you can't bend the pins, you can't tilt the table in any way so that you only hit the pins you want. There's no point to it, and there's no point to this for me, so I'm just going to say Pachio-Kun is not a recommended game. They can't all be winners on the PC Engine files. Every now and then you get a dud, but at least if you do want a copy of this game, it is affordable. I found a copy with free shipping on eBay for $15 when I recorded this, so if you really are into pachinko this much, it's one of the cheaper PC Engine games you can get. I'm Mr. MegaManFan. Thanks for watching, and next week, I hope the game that I pick will be a little more fun.